Mario Kart, a staple Nintendo franchise and one I'm willing to bet everyone watching this has somewhat a connection with. It's a very simple series. You take Mario, one of the most recognizable video game characters of all time, add in multiple traffic violations and you get one of the best-selling video games of all time. And with the announcement of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass, damn, that's a long-ass name, I thought it would be nice to go back and look at all these games. So that's what I decided to do. I played every single Mario Kart game, excluding the arcade games, so I can make this trashy video. So without further ado, let's look at the first and the worst of the Mario Kart franchise. Super Mario Kart released on August 27th, 1992 in Japan, September 1st, 1992 in North America, and January 21st, 1993 in Europe for the SNES. Super Mario Kart may be the first Mario Kart, and we should give it credit for that, but that doesn't mean I have to like it. See, the SNES was not capable of full 3D graphics, so instead of waiting for the next Nintendo console, Nintendo decided to just make it anyways. This means that while it may have been cool at the time, today, nobody gives a shit. Honestly, tell me, have you or anyone you know thought, hey, we should play Super Mario Kart, it's my favorite? The only reason anyone would still play this game nowadays is if they felt like looking at the origin of Mario Kart. Now, Super Mario Kart's gameplay is very simple. You drive, pick up items, and then you still lose. This game loves to just do the stupidest bullshit to make it artificially harder. The computers will just rubber band and teleport in front of you if you're ahead. Their cap speed is much higher, and I swear the computers have aimbot from how many times Yoshi has sniped me with his eggs. For some reason, Super Mario Kart splits the screen in half. Now, I get this is supposedly because Super Mario Kart is meant to be a multiplayer game that you play with your friends, but that's the problem. I don't care, and I don't have friends. So tell me why my vision is getting taken up by a screen that is useless. Like, is it too hard to split the screen only in multiplayer? No, you just had to split it because fuck you. Now, next up is the courses. What the hell are these? With the technical limitations of the SNES, the best Mario Kart could do at the time was just straight lines, turns, jumps, and pits. And you know what? They're just okay. Obviously, you can't get too crazy with courses when you can't even have elevation, but I still feel like this course selection is just a bit lazy. Like, we have 4 Mario circuits, 3 donut plains, 3 ghost valleys, 3 Bowser's castles, 2 Koopa beaches, 2 vanilla lakes, 2 Choco Islands, and then Rainbow Road. So many themes are repeated that it makes the tracks with the same theme blend together in my head. Now, I understand the SNES may not have been powerful enough nor have enough storage per cartridge, but if Super Mario World can have more varied locales, then I can't see why Mario Kart can't. Now for the controls, they're okay. For being the first Mario Kart, the controls feel responsive for everything except for one thing. Drifting. Drifting in this game is so horrid that you may as well play Russian roulette with 5 bullets. Drifting just straight up sucks, and you might as well just take your finger off the R button because it won't help. Overall, this game isn't that bad. Even though almost all of this was complaining, I still had a bit of fun playing this game, but it's so outdated today that I'm sure you would get a few dirty looks if you ever said it was your favorite, because at the end of the day, this game sucks. But worry not, because 5 years later, they tried again and accidentally made one of the most beloved Nintendo games of all time. Mario Kart 64 released on December 14th, 1996 in Japan, February 10th, 1997 in North America, and June 24th, 1997 in Europe for the N64. Mario Kart 64 was the game that actually started the racing game genre. See, Super Mario Kart may have been the first, but Mario Kart 64 is the one anyone actually cares about. Many people hold this game close to their heart. To many, it's their first Mario Kart or even their first video game ever, and this includes me. Mario Kart 64 is the Mario Kart I personally have the most nostalgic connection to, but does this mean the game's good? Yes, kinda. Mario Kart 64 nowadays is, in all honesty, kinda trash. Now, before you find my IP, dox me, and steal my soul, Mario Kart 64 at the time was something nobody had seen before. A fully 3D racing game you could play with up to 4 people, a magical fun racing game you could spend hours on with a group of your friends. But nowadays, this game is the most bare bones and generic Mario Kart. But I can't really blame or criticize it because it was the first 3D Mario Kart. My problem with Mario Kart 64 is more of how it aged, and this is a problem with N64 games in general. The N64 64 may have catapulted the 3D gaming revolution, but now the games are extremely outdated, and Mario Kart 64 is not immune to this. While it may not have aged as badly as other N64 games, it definitely is still showing its age. One example is that every racer is just 2D sprites. This may have looked okay enough when it came out, but now it just doesn't fit. But that's not too much of a problem. No, one of the bigger problems is the controls and the items. The controls feel a bit too slippery. The game still has the terrible drifting that makes me want to throw my console into the deepest depths of hell. And it feels like you can just spin out if you so much as turn the stick too far to the right. But okay, people can get past the controls and learn how to adapt. These tracks are actually pretty okay. There are definitely some big stinkers in here, but overall, the track's overall structures and themes are unique and interesting. The thing about the tracks is that a ton of obstacles and just pure bullshit, especially in Bowser's Castle, but also in other tracks like Frappe Snowland, where the snowmen only render when you are already at the point of no return. There is also the train on Calamari Desert, and I know that many love this course and feel like the train completes it, but I think an obstacle that makes you straight up stop the race shouldn't be there. If I wanted to wait for a train, I'd go out and drive in real life. There is also the objectively worst Mario Kart 64 track, Wario Stadium. This track is the most lazy track ever, I swear. Like, the wall is just Control-C, Control-V of Wario's face, along with straight up dirt and a few hills. Now, even while I'm writing this, I realize how menial these criticisms are, but man, this game just got nothing to care about. I guess we should also talk about the items. Now, I didn't really spend much time on the items in Super Mario Kart because they didn't really matter that much, but in Mario Kart 64, items take a much bigger role. Like, Mario Kart 64 has all the same items from Super, except for the coins and the feather. It did add one item, one that many fear, often leaving the world of fiction and haunting our dreams, the infamous blue shell, referred to as Spiny Shell in-game. The other items may be the same as Super Mario Kart, but they feel like they have a bigger role in Mario Kart 64. In Super Mario Kart, the red shells barely felt like they did anything. They supposedly tracked the player in front of you. That never worked. Now they are a constant threat to everyone racing. You always know in the back of your head that the person behind you may have a red shell, and it keeps the tension high. Now the mushroom has a much better purpose, as the 3D tracks allow for some creative shortcuts by boosting through. The star can give you a great opportunity to catch up, or if you use it right, possibly dominate the race and leave everyone behind. The boo is a pretty basic item, in all honesty, it's the one I don't care about. Like, I guess it's cool you can become invisible and steal an item, but I just don't care. The last item that matters is the lightning, basically making everybody collectively say, "God damn it," while you barely catch up. Now that brings me to the item balancing. This game's item balancing is the most horrendous thing I've ever seen. I have gotten stars right behind first or second, I've gotten 2 blue shells right after each other, and I got lightning when everyone was still affected from the previous lightning. And this was only in an hour and a half of recording. This is the worst shit I've ever seen in Mario Kart. While this could just be written off as a way to make the game more chaotic and fun for multiplayer, when you play this alone, this is either really funny because you're the one fucking everyone up, or you're frustrating because you're just losing for no reason. There's also the battle mode, but I don't really have any friends, so I can't talk about it much. My opinion on battle mode is that it's pretty fun, and I actually have more good memories playing the battle mode than actual races. But I think that's pretty much it for Mario Kart 64. Overall, it's a good game that set the foundation for the franchise, but to me, it's too outdated to ever go back to other than for nostalgia's sake. While you could make the argument that it's a fun game to play with friends, you could say that about every other 3D Mario Kart game. So all in all, fuck this game. Next up, Mario Kart Super Circuit. Released on July 21st, 2001 in Japan, August 27th, 2001 in North America, and September 14th, 2001 in Europe for the Game Boy Advance. Super Circuit is the first handheld Mario game, but because the Game Boy Advance is only slightly more powerful than a Nokia, it couldn't really handle a good Mario Kart game, so instead they just put out the most forgettable game in the series. Be honest, how many of you have actually played this game? Most of you probably said no, and that's good. Super Circuit isn't a bad game, but it's just a carbon copy of Super Mario Kart, which is already outdated by Mario Kart 64 at this point. Yeah, it's cool you can play Mario Kart on the go now, but there is no reason to come back to this game now, which you'll come to realize is a pretty damn common thing for this series. But overall, there is not much to talk about. You can just take everything I said about Super Mario Kart and apply it to this. Yes, the tracks are technically designed better. Yes, the visuals are better than Super Mario Kart. But the only thing this game has added to this series is bringing back older courses. In this game, you can unlock all the courses from Super Mario Kart to play. But at the end of the day, nobody cares, and only a total of 6 people still play this game. Now every one of you will forget about this game in a week, so there's really no point in going in depth. But all you need to know is just a portable Super Mario Kart. Mario Kart Double Dash, released on November 7th, 2003 in Japan, November 17th, 2003 in North America, and November 14th, 2003 in Europe for the Nintendo GameCube. Now we are getting to the big boy Mario Karts. We got so many new features, such as 2 racers at once, and having racers ascend to the 3D plane for the first time. In Mario Kart 64, the characters were basically just gaslighting us into thinking they were 3D. Then we grew up and realized we were lied to. But now we can fully see the 3D models in all of their glory. This brings a lot more personality to the game than you may think. Characters will hang out at the back of the car when they are hit, bounce around when they are burned, and their faces can be much more expressive now that they aren't just sprites. One more feature that was brought in was usable drifting. As I mentioned before, drifting in the first 3 games was basically just a roulette wheel where it's rigged against you, but now drifting feels reliable. Before you would basically just slide into a wall and waste your time, now you can actually just drift around a corner like you're supposed to. Drifting around corners feels extremely satisfying, and it makes races feel more skill-based, even though we know skill means jack shit in Mario Kart. Now you can also get a boost for pulling off a drift successfully. Double Dash also has one of the best character selection out of the entirety of the Mario Kart series, and no, this garbage fire does not count. Only maybe being beat out by Wii depending on your preference. The gimmick of this Mario Kart is that you can pick 2 players at the same time, so the roster has this kind of partner layout. Every character has their partner character. Mario has Luigi, Donkey Kong has Diddy Kong, and Piranha Plant has King Boo? Yeah, that one doesn't really make sense, but the rest do. Each pair also has their own exclusive items. Most of these items are all new to the Mario Kart series. Many of them have yet to appear in another Mario Kart game. You got the hearts, the eggs, Bowser shells, bomb-bombs, giant bananas, chain chomps, triple shells, fireballs, and golden mushrooms. Some of the better items from previous games have been changed into character exclusive items, such as the triple shells and the golden mushroom. A few became mainstays, such as the bomb-bombs and the fireballs, which got reworked into fire flowers. The chain chomp kinda sorta came back as the bullet bill, but it's just not the same. Now when Double Dash first came out, it received mixed reviews. Many didn't think there was enough content in the game, seeing as how the previous game had double the tracks. Many believed Double Dash would bring back N64 tracks, so when it had the basic amount of tracks, people got mad. Even though Nintendo never said they would bring back those tracks, people still felt justified to get angry when they didn't. Even though it was infinitely easier to port 2D tracks as you literally don't have to do anything. No, it's not like you have to recreate the courses for the game. But anyways, other than that, this game is great. Double Dash has enough personality and features to stand on its own, even today. If you ever feel like playing a different Mario Kart that's not the most recent one, I feel Double Dash is the one I come back to the most. We may have gotten relatively few tracks, but every track in this game is absolutely amazing, with the exception of Baby Park. Baby Park is just too boring for anybody to care about. It is literally just the basic bitch loop for 7 laps. Other than that, all the courses are all bangers. Got Dry Desert, Yoshi Circuit, Dino Jungle, DK Mountain, Daisy Cruiser, and so many more. So yeah, it may have less tracks, but damn if these tracks aren't the best. The multiplayer for this game was basically the same as 64, but for battle mode, there are a few more game modes. Along with Balloon Battle, Double Dash introduced 2 more battle modes, Shine Thief and Bomb on Blast. In Shine Thief, a shine will spawn and everyone has to battle for ownership. Every second someone has the shine, the timer will go down, and whoever has the shine when the timer hits 0 wins. In Bomb on Blast, players must drive through item boxes to acquire bombs. Then they must try to hit their opponents to earn stars. Whoever gets 3 stars first wins. Overall, there is a ton of fun to be had in the battle mode. They added new modes, and there was a pretty sizable amount of battle courses. Double Dash for me is the Mario Kart game that has the most Nintendo charm more than any other Mario Kart game. The new ideas and content brought a lot of good changes and well-designed courses. Many people have a different personal favorite Mario Kart, but to me, other than Mario Kart 8, this is my favorite in the series. It may not have the best graphics nowadays or the most content out of the series. Goddamn if this content isn't one of the best content in a Mario Kart game. Excluding Baby Park. Mario Kart DS, released on December 8th, 2005 in Japan, November 14th, 2005 in North America, and November 25th, 2005 in Europe for the Nintendo DS. Mario Kart DS is yet another great game in the series, but also was kind of the signal for the stagnation of the series. Mario Kart DS is pretty basic when it comes to the controls. They are definitely the best controls out of the series so far though. The controls feel great and the drifting was fine-tuned to a point where every game just copied this from now on. One mechanic that never came back though was snaking. Now I still don't exactly know what snaking is, but to my understanding, when drifting you can rock your thumb from side to side, quickly builds up a boost. Now you can see that I tried and I was half successful in this footage, but seeing what some people can do with this is unbelievable. Even if this was an intentional mechanic or not, snaking adds so much more fun decision making when drifting. Do you just go for a regular drift or do you try to snake? Do you just keep on going forward or can you pull it off real quick to get ahead? This one mechanic makes Mario Kart DS one of the most fun to play nowadays, but also breaks some single player races, like Figure 8 Circuit, where you can basically just snake the entire time and be so far ahead that it might as well not be a race. As far as new content that was added, Mario Kart DS added so much content that is unbelievable the entire game is on that small little cartridge. We finally got classic 3D stages, doubling the track count. Even though this was done before, this was the first time it mattered, and from here on out, every game brings back classic courses. They brought back 4 courses from each of the previous games. This means half of the classic courses don't really fit, but still there was no real way to get them to fit on the DS, but the other half from N64 and GameCube are really good, especially from the GameCube. There's a certain charm to seeing these GameCube tracks just being downgraded. They still look pretty good for the DS. We also got the mission mode, an amazing mode for single player that was never used again because Nintendo just likes to say fuck you. The mission mode has you play a few different missions and then fight a boss, and then you rinse and repeat. Gives you something to do when you have no friends and you're tired of racing. It was a great idea, but nope, Nintendo threw it into the void where Mario Kart Tour would be the only one to bring it back. And badly at that. We also got our first online play for a Mario Kart game. By connecting to the Nintendo Wi-Fi, you could connect up to 4 people and race against them. Now, the servers for the DS are long dead, so I can't talk about how good it actually was, but it was the first, so at least deserves credit for that. For the items, the only new one is the blooper, which just blocks your screen. Now, this sounds annoying, but you will barely notice. Now, I guess the bullet bill is technically a new item, but it's just an upgraded chain chomp, so I don't really count it. This is kind of the start of the stagnation of the series, but it has not gotten that bad with this game. The worst it does is it only added a few items and it started the whole generic racing logos and visuals you see that's prevalent throughout the series from now on. Overall, I still love this game. The gameplay is solid and it added a ton of substantial content. Mario Kart Wii released on April 10th, 2008 in Japan, April 11th, 2008 in Europe, and April 27th, 2008 in North America for the Nintendo Wii. This for me is when I started to feel like the drive to innovate in the series died. Not to call the game bad, but when you play every Mario Kart right after another, you start to see the problems with the later games. It's not that it's a bad game, in fact it's still a phenomenal game, but there's just not much to make it stand out. Now this game looks pretty good, the models and courses really got brought to life. The only problem I have with it is that it has this Vaseline smear. You could say it's trying to be a part of the art style, but it's just annoying. But what about the new content? Well, we got some new courses, no challenge mode, and a better Wi-Fi connection, I guess. See, that's the problem. No matter how fun Mario Kart Wii is, it didn't really add much to keep it interesting. Yeah, we got bikes and tricks, but that doesn't really feel like enough. Also, this is kind of looking after at my gameplay. I know that I don't do a single trick in that gameplay, and I'm sorry, my emulator did not work for some reason. I don't know, I kept on trying and it did not work. I am sorry. Anyways, back to the actual video. Especially because DS added classic courses, online play, mission mode, and it was the first portable 3D Mario Kart game. Mario Kart Wii just adds bikes and a few items. Moving on to those new items, we got the Mega Mushroom, which makes players giant and increases their speed, the POW block, that will start flattening in front of every single racer, and on its third strike, everybody that is touching the ground will spin out. And the Thundercloud, which will increase your speed and acceleration, but will also start blinking faster and faster. You can pass the cloud to somebody else by bumping into them, and whoever has the cloud when the lightning goes off suffers from the regular lightning effects. These items are pretty cool, with the standout being the thundercloud. The risk over reward idea of this item makes it extremely tense when you get one from an item box or from another player. It lets the player decide, do you want to keep it a bit longer to get further ahead, or do you pass it off so you don't get shocked? It is a very fun game of hot potato, but still, you could get it when nobody is around you. If this happens to you, you might as well just accept your fate. Now, because there isn't much to talk about this game, I would like to talk about the community now. I am talking about the community now because when I think of the most passionate Mario Kart community, I think of the Mario Kart Wii community. From speedrunning to modding, there are many people still playing and loving these games, especially for Wii. One mod for Mario Kart Wii, CTGP Revolution, is the best thing to ever happen to this game. This mod adds hundreds of tracks from classic to completely original to making tracks out of world maps of other games. It also added back the online play, which is still up today from what I've heard, and it's still pretty active. Now, I haven't played this mod yet, but what I've heard and seen, it looks amazing, and I would love to give it a shot. The speedrunning community has also broken these games as much as they can, finding skips that could complete laps in seconds. These speedrunners have so much dedication and love for this series, and it's always amazing to see what they are capable of doing. Now, going back to Mario Kart Wii, yeah, it's pretty good. Like, I don't know what else to say about this game. I could go over the courses and the characters, but in the end of the day, it's just another Mario Kart game. They just took Mario Kart DS and did it again. Mario Kart 7 released on December 1st, 2011 in Japan, December 4th, 2011 in North America, and December 2nd, 2011 in Europe for the Nintendo 3DS. Before we start, I know this footage looks painful, and I'm going to have to ask you to bear with it because capture cards are no longer being made and I don't feel like spending hundreds of dollars to some random eBay seller that might just break it anyways. So instead I'm using NTR Boot to stream my 3DS to my PC so I can record the gameplay. So again, I'm going to apologize for this, and this means the quality will not be the best, but anyways, let's go back to the game. Mario Kart 7 is just another Mario Kart game, huh? We got some new items, some new tracks, and no new modes. And I guess kart customization. See, earlier you would just pick a cart or a bike and they would have their own stats, but now you can create your own cart. Now you can have the most hideous creation to race with and still come in last. This is pretty cool, but at the end of the day, I just end up selecting whatever comes up first. See, having all of these different options is nice, but it leads to me having no idea what to pick and just sticking with the same thing. Now, the only other thing 7 really added was underwater and air racing. These are cool, but underwater racing is just the exact same thing as normal on-ground racing, but instead it's just a bit more floaty, and racing in the air is not what you may have thought when I said that. It is basically just floating through the air to take in the sights and nothing else. Now, while Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed, god, what a title, would steal this a year later and improve on it in every way, this is not that bad of an idea for a new game. See, water used to be a hazard and long jumps used to just super boost you through, but now you can create much more creative courses. There are no more limits. But other than that, I can think of nothing that makes this game stand out. Whenever anyone talks about 7, all they say is, yeah, it was a good game, but I'd rather just play 8. Mario Kart 7 is just another Mario Kart. Again, it's just Mario Kart on the 3DS. Yeah, there's nothing really else to say. It's just another Mario Kart. That means it's a good game, but would you really play this over Double Dash, Wii, or even 64? No, didn't think so. Mario Kart 8 released on May 29th, 2014 in Japan and May 30th, 2014 everywhere else in the world for the Nintendo Wii U. Mario Kart 8 was basically the saving grace for the Wii U. Now, everybody already knows how the Wii U turned out, so I'm not going to talk about it, but this was the game that at least got some people interested in the console. Simply, it looks amazing, and to this day, it's one of Nintendo's best looking games. Now, I'm going to look at 8 Deluxe as well with this, but first, let's look at base Mario Kart 8. Now, Mario Kart 8 adds anti-gravity, which means nothing because you will never realize you're in anti-gravity unless you look at your tires. Other than that, Mario Kart 8 is just Mario Kart 7, but better, which is a large reason why Mario Kart 7 is so irrelevant nowadays. One of the new things that Mario Kart 8 added that most people may not think about is the quality remaking of classic courses. Before this, the classic tracks looked out of place, especially from the 2D games. They looked like they were just put into the game with a 2D background and added blocks where the walls were. Now all the classic courses are beautifully recreated to such a great amount of quality that you wouldn't know that they were classic courses if they didn't tell you. This is great for Super Mario Kart and Super Circuit courses, as they may as well be brand new courses, as they are completely reimagined. But in terms of new modes or content, they changed the battle mode into a complete abomination that deserves to be burnt at the stake before bringing it back in Deluxe. Once again, there's not a lot to talk about Mario Kart 8. Yeah, it got DLC, but we'll talk about it when we talk about Deluxe. Problem of Mario Kart stagnation can be felt here now, and it didn't help when they released Deluxe. Deluxe was a port to the Switch, as Mario Kart 8 was an amazing game, so porting it to let more people play was just a good idea. Now, Deluxe included the DLC, added a few new characters, and changed the battle mode to be fun again, but that's basically it. All in all, Mario Kart 8 is my favorite Mario Kart to play today. Even though I complain about it, it is the most fun to come back to. But when Mario Kart 9 comes out, 8 will be left behind and forgotten about, just like every other game in the Mario Kart series. Now, we are getting more courses with this upcoming DLC pass, and that makes me happy. It means I will have even more content in my favorite Mario Kart game to play. I just hope that when we do get the next game, we get more modes and cool features instead of just more courses. It's an extremely fun game though, and I still will come back to it for many years. Okay, so Mario Kart Tour doesn't even deserve an introduction. This game was released when we were starting to want another Mario Kart. 8 was starting to get old, but nope! Instead we get this shitty mobile gotcha bullshit. The controls are ass, because of course they are, it's a fucking mobile game. Now, is Mario Kart Tour a bad game? Yes! It is a bad mobile game? No, I guess. Problem is that mobile games are something I play while laying in bed with YouTube in the background at 1 AM. It's just some kind of thing to do when I'm bored. I've played this game daily for 2 weeks, and I will probably still play it, but the more you look at this game, the more it stings. Tour has so many things that I would kill for in a console Mario Kart game. Tour has the largest roster by a technicality because they just gave different skins to characters and then put them into a gotcha bullshit pipe. Like, really, Nintendo? You're going to copy Bang Dream and Fate Go and basically every one of these boring ass anime gotcha games? Yeah, I play some of these daily because it's something to do, I guess, but even those games are more generous with giving out their paid currency and being relatively fun to play without paying. Mario Kart Tour, on the other hand, will take every opportunity to lighten your wallet. A monthly gold pass, paid currency, and in-shop deals that should be considered robbery. Like, look at this. Who buys this? This is why it pains me that Tour has so many things I would kill for in the good games. An abundance of items, slight variations of courses would be great to have because it's more content and it's fun. Hell, they brought back the mission mode for this game. It all just annoys me Tour is like this. I don't want to go in depth into this game because 1, it's so bad I don't want to give it any more time in this video and make it seem that it's up to par with the other games. And 2, I would like to save a lot of my thoughts for an in-depth video going fully into how much I hate this game. At the very least, every other game is fun, with all the problems they may have had or the lack of innovation the series has. They're still amazing games to play. I just can't say this about Tour. Damn, Nintendo, why? In conclusion, Mario Kart is a series that is very close to my heart, and many others' hearts. I still love these games, but I will never play them right after each other ever again. Playing these games right after each other just shows me the less stellar parts of these games, and brought me to see what happened as it went on. I would still say every game is still worth giving a shot, but the problem is the newest game will always be the one majority of the people play. You might go back to play on courses you liked in older games. Everybody will just come back to 8. It is a series that at the very least has quality in each one. No matter the criticisms you say, Mario Kart will always be a mainstay for Nintendo. All we can hope is that they make the next one the best one yet. Hey, thanks for watching this stupid ass video. I thought it would be fun to do this and lead up to the new DLC pack, and hopefully this comes out before the DLC pack, but as I'm recording this, it's gonna be down to the minute or the hour or whatever, because yeah, it might not be out by the DLC, we'll see. But this took a ton of work, especially because this is the first time I've ever made like a scripted kind of review, retrospective, like look back kind of video. So yeah, I would also like to make like in-depth videos of each of these video games. So that's why if I didn't talk about certain things, just let me know in the comments and I will be sure to talk about it when I ever get around to that. But anyways, I would very much appreciate if you liked the video, and even please subscribe. This took so much work. I know it doesn't seem like it took much work, but for me, this is a lot of work for a YouTube video that I have never had any experience in this type of video process. So bear with me, because I feel like I want to make more of this kind of content in the future. I won't be able to put it out as often, but hopefully you guys will stick around for some. But anyways, have a good day, take care of yourself, and see you later.